My name is Slavo Radosevic. I'm professor of industry innovation studies. So it's a kind of area which is in between economics, but innovation studies is now an area in itself. Yeah, I work at School of East European Studies here at UCL. I engaged with policy making first by being involved in studies which were funded by the Commission, and that gradually led me to contact with the policymakers, because we are then presenting the results, and that over a number of years that led to the stronger and stronger involvement in the policy network in that area. So it started from a kind of research area, and because I had also previous policy experience, I know a little bit policy language and how to talk in a way which policymakers will understand, so that led to more and more cooperation. Benefits are in a sense that you get a much better understanding of the context in which policies that you are kind of thinking of, which come based on your research, have to be implemented, and that feeds back also into your research. So the main benefit is actually much better understanding of your research area. So I would strongly recommend to anybody whose research area has anything to do with the policy to be engaged. So that is of course, as any kind of involvement, it has its kind of costs in terms of time. You don't see immediately why you are doing that, but if you are approaching to that in a strategic way and looking at it in a long term, then I think you get much more relevant and understanding of the policy context, and that eventually benefits your research. Well, post-Brexit is, for those of us who are kind of already established in the area, I think Brexit is something which we can cope with. The issue is really for mid-career researchers, what are their options? I think the first stage is still open for them, which means your involvement in the studies funded by the European Commission. I don't mean Horizon 2020 projects only, I mean more different studies which are then implemented by consultants, by different universities, and there your expertise will be always valuable, and luckily that your academic competence still counts. That is for you the entry ticket into the policy world, because eventually you will get a chance to present these results. And hopefully that will lead to the second stage, which is then involvement in the scientific committees, in the events, policy conferences convened by the EU. So there are still opportunities, but obviously the steps are slightly different, and it will take a bit longer time possibly, but they're there.